Hello, folks. I greet you. Welcome, one and all, to another program in the series, Journalist Hangout on Sunday. I am Citizen Jones Hussein. Now, today on the program, federal government imposes 7-year ban on establishment of new public universities and polytechnics, just as Minister of Education says one university had 800 students to more than 1,200 staff. Now, Okonjo-Iweala praises President Tinubu's economic reforms, outlines next step, and wants attention paid to poor and vulnerable Nigerians. And later on in the show, we'll share this with you. Violence, vote buying, by-elections in Ogun, Kaduna, Kano states, just as APGA candidate wins late Ifeanyi Uba's senatorial seat in Anambra State. Well, I'm hanging out with Adewale Adeoye. Well, I greet you.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, viewers.
Yeah, we are going to have some company in the course of the show. But let me report that team leader BKO is missing in action, and he should be here tomorrow. Okay, then. The team is ready. I hope you are. All right, folks, let's set the ball rolling. You know, the last may not have been heard of the August 10th flight rage involving a passenger, Comfort Emmanson, who lost her cool and became near intemperate. She, Comfort, has apologized for the ugly saga, but has demanded that justice be done. Opinion remains sharply divided on the matter. Well, you know, they say to err is human, to forgive divine. Wale, how do you weigh in here?
Well, first of all, I think what happened in the case of this woman
was avoidable, if you ask me.
Yes,
likely avoidable.
It was quite avoidable, and the actions of the airport security officials. But also, there were symptoms of the challenges that our country faced.
Okay.
First of all, the challenge of public relations, by our airlines. Then the challenge of discipline, in terms of personal discipline and corporate discipline.
Yeah.
We're a country of aggressive people. And this may not be all connected with years of militarization. We are in a hurry. Even when we go out, we are on queue at the airports. We are always desperate to join the queue.
As a matter of fact, Wale, we drive in a manner that makes you think the other driver is late for an accident.
The way we pull our horns, the way we drive on the streets, a kind of, a culture of indiscipline.
Oh, yeah.
And, we must realize that the years of military will actually affected the sociology, the culture, the value system.
Psyche?
Yeah, our psyche, That's why demilitarization should be part of the projects that, we need to embark on, to let people begin to see humanity from a different point of view. Not that might is right. When military people govern people, they don't realize the impact, in terms of the psychology and sociology of the mind of the people. So I think it, shows a lot about our culture, then the hospitality business. That they also need a lot to do in terms of improving their outlook, their relationship, public relations with customers, and then security. It raises a lot of issues
but you must own that we are a friendly people. Except when
naturally.
Except when it becomes difficult.
Sure. So we have always been very hospitable, very kind people, very cultural people. But something happened that, over the years, our attitude to...
and the Kwam story was also avoidable.
Yeah, it was avoidable, So it also raises a question of security. How vulnerable are our airports? Does it mean that you can just take anything to the airport? You can just... behave anyway and nobody challenges you. So I think we should look beyond this lady. We should look at...
Wale, as a matter of fact, I may be wrong, but I think if the two incidents happened in a terror-prone country...
Oh, it would have been,
disastrous.
It would have been disastrous.
But we are joined now by homeboy. Asukwa James is a Ibom son. Asukwa, welcome. I greet you.
Thank you so much, Citizen.
Our sister, Comfort Emmanson, he stole the show, so to speak. But she's now, she's now penitent. She's sorry, but once justice done.
Yeah, I think she has every right to seek justice because of the pictures we are seeing everywhere.
Yeah.
Because I think it's something that could have been avoided.
Yeah, from day one.
Yes. And I think if you look at it, when the whole thing started, the minister actually alluded to the fact that those pictures were not supposed to go out. They were supposed to be evidence. Any picture, any video or picture that you take should have been like an evidence for them to tender when they are doing the investigation. When they are doing the investigation.
Yeah.
But this thing called social media is making some people crazy. Everybody wants to try.
But you and I know that the social media came to aid man.
Exactly.
But now it is becoming
like
the
everybody,
mainstay.
even when I've seen a couple of things have been happening in Nigeria, just like Wale said, I don't know when we degenerated to this extent that when you see accident scene, instead of people going there to help, the first thing they do is to bring their phone and then begin to take care
and be the first to upload.
Exactly, like they are the first to break the news. So and it doesn't
solve anything.
But it's good that to me, I feel that this matter should be investigated. The person who actually sent those videos out, should be made to face the law.
Yeah.
Because right now, the girl has lost her dignity. She has lost herself. Because people are just saying, oh, okay, she has been free, she has been free. But they don't know what is going to happen in future to her.
Yeah, emotionally.
Emotionally. Whether in the next couple of years, if she says she wants to be maybe a minister or a governor, the first video that will come out will be those pictures.
Or let me come from this angle. She's ready to get married.
God bless you. So that is it. Of course, they will say, is it not that that everybody has seen everything that And so I think we need to make scapegoat of some people. And the Minister of Information, the Minister of Aviation, should be able to take up this matter. And we hope that we won't come to this situation again.
Sorry, aren't we missing good old national orientation?
Well, I feel this national orientation, they are doing their best, but
in the circumstance,
but the thing is, things have degenerated into such a way that right now, if for instance we had a national orientation last dispensation, and then that is effective national orientation, and then we kept having them like that before we got to this one.
I'm thinking of the NOA
of those days.
Yes.
Of those days, during the MAMSA time and all that, If that has continued, I'm not sure we'll get to this point that we are now. What we are having now is
dropped the ball somewhere.
Completely. So what we are now having is a national orientation that is trying to find its feet, because the country has degenerated morally.
Yeah.
So everybody, like we have thrown everything to the wind, to the dogs.
Wale talked about militarization, and so you are wondering if it is difficult to remove that gap. But you tend to remind yourself the military was here. So when are we going to forget this?
It will be difficult. It will be difficult because even now, the people that we are even looking up to, this big manism is part of it.
Do you know who I am?
Exactly, and that is why that is the more reason a Kwanwan will go and say in front of a plane.
Yeah.
To say I'm making that call. I'm making that call. Because I'm a big man. And it is part of that military mentality.
Yeah.
It is part of it.
And again, before you came, Wale shared what I said. If these things took place in terror-prone countries, the story would have been different.
And even citizens, I'm surprised that we have not. Forget about what the minister said. Saying okay, we are forgiving them, and tensions have, come down. Back outside Nigeria, the way they will still look at us is what has happened at that tarmac.
All right, gentlemen, Boye is reaching us from Lagos here. Brother Boye, I greet you. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning.
I greet you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, then.
First and foremost, I would want to blame the Minister for Aviation for acting so fast. If an issue happened like that, I think it was supposed to take up to 72 hours before taking action. To me, I think they are not composed at all. Even with the action you've taken, you are still reversing it. There is no sign of professionalism in whatever has been done.
Okay.
A panel should be set within that 72 hours that, okay, we'll give you people the feedback of whatever is going to happen. Then we have to investigate what has happened.
Thank you, Boye. We got you first time. So his argument, Wale Asukwa, is minister was hasty in his reaction.
Yeah.
Should have waited?
Yeah, I think so. You see, most of the
Boye
time,
is suggesting should have waited 3 days.
to
hours.
get the facts and not to act on public sentiment.
On impulse.
Yes, to
so to
get
speak.
raw information about what actually happened, and then to look at the issues in a very broad manner beyond the main actors. That issue of security at the airport, public relations of our airlines, and then the issue of discipline. The way you conduct yourself,
And also to look at the law.
Yeah. Most of the time when you enter this, in other countries, you first of all call on elderly people to, when they announce that it's time for your, plane to take off, they call on elderly people, they call on pregnant women, they call on children. Nobody does that here.
Even the army.
Equally they call on the army. So you just see a situation where sometimes they even call your flight, or so you don't even get to hear about it. And sometimes you may miss your flight, and when you miss your flight, nothing happens. No compensation, nothing, So the whole aviation
nobody
industry,
says anything to you.
Nothing happens. So people are provoked on a daily basis. And what happened is a symptom of just what has been going on
from home.
It's not a difficult problem to resolve. If we have very committed people who want to do their job, irrespective of whether they are going to step on toes, but to put the interests of this country first, and then let the hammer hit the right nail.
All right, the debate will continue. Quickly, Sukwa, we forgive her.
We forgive her. Well,
She's seeking justice.
Of course. I think she has every right to seek justice.
It also helps us to know a lot of things.
So that at least, like Boye said, let's even see what really happened and how we can prevent it from happening next time.
Yeah. There's always, they say you don't have a second chance of making a first impression. And the world is watching.
Yes, exactly.
Watching us. Okay, to our next story.